Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Ducks have this offense rolling. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make it.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks! Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
To the air, it's Milroe. Going to take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The give out of the gun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And the ball's loose in the backfield. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on 3rd down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on 4th down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse though.
They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and the ball's free. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Oh, look out. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense takes matters into their own hands. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a deep man. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll run this play from the pistol. To throw, it's Gabriel. On the move to his left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
He wants to throw here on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's James. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him.
Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about
it. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drop. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They're going to run it to the right. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Second down.
On the move, it's Whittington. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got it behind the line. It's James. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback will audible. To the air, it's Gabriel. They're working that left side.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Shoots his way for more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10.
Green 25. Razor. Timber. Logger.
He's going to pass. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown tie! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. On to attempt to try. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Finds his tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He'll run it again. Sweet feet on the move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Finds his big tight end. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He wants to throw. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. The back goes in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes that Alabama offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's taking the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Oregon! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to